What's going on over at Peterson Behavioral is a problem, and I don't know how this particular school is being engaged. I know there was a massive brawl. What is it now? 3 weeks. Gang fight. Metro came on site. CCSD police was the last to show up, or you were the latest in time, I'll say that. But the school in and of itself has no proper supervision going on. There are no licensed teachers there. The children are sitting in the lunchroom all day, sitting on tables. There are, I won't say they're allegations because there are people saying that, there's vaping, there are other things going on campus that it said might as well be Eastside High replayed at Peterson. Not the same as Cowan, of what you have going on, and that the re-engagement plan is not happening, which is in play. And so I want to talk about that because there's safety risk on all sides. Safety risk for the students, safety risk for the teachers that are going on there. And the fact that there's no education happening at all, and then we're talking about we want to prevent the prison pipeline, but we are feeding and festering an environment where students, whether it be a 1 fight, 2 fight, 3 fights, are finding themselves in a situation where it is harvesting behavior and not changing behavior at any point. A school is not a prison. It was never set up to be one. And it's never been set up to be a place where they go unsupervised because they were expelled or suspended, and then more havoc is being created in a school environment with no responsibility or accountability. And so I want to know what's happening.
Superintendent Jara, for the record, it's a great question, Senator Neal. And I can tell you, I think it goes back to what Senator Hansen mentioned about the morale and the choice. And I'll say that. But I'll take a little bit about what I heard the Secretary of Education mention on Monday, that it's not a teacher shortage. We are at a doorstep of a teacher shortage, but we're also at a teacher respect issue, of the respect of our hardworking educators. And I think that's a piece. But as far as the individual incident in school, I don't want to comment on that because that really highlighting one case, but I can tell you holistically in the urban core of Las Vegas, it is a challenge, and we tried to incentivize educators to go there. That fell flat because of different things. But I can tell you is where I have no position control. I cannot transfer educators to go to certain schools or other schools as my urban colleagues can because of AB 469. That is the reality. There is a teacher's choice and selection. You have schools that can lower class size versus where you have gaps. And one of your other schools in the urban core, I am extremely concerned that in one of our smaller elementary schools that we're working together on, has 8 licensed educators, the rest are subs. That is a huge problem that I'm dealing with, and I have a hard time. And that is, there is very limited possibility for me as a superintendent to transfer or place educators in certain schools where I have huge gaps.
Senator Neal, follow up.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I understand what's going on, but are you saying that the status of what's going on over there is going to remain the way that it is? Because
Superintendent Jara, for the record, Senator Neal, I am just as concerned as you are. There is very limited. I cannot place teachers into those schools. I don't have the ability because of a law that was passed by this legislature in 2017. It's called AB 469. I cannot place teachers there. I would love to.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm going to release the mic. I was on 469 for 2 years, and I don't know if I would call it suffering or whatever I want to call it, but I sat on that committee for that law, watched the reorganization law be revamped in 2017, and I'm trying to like process in my mind, like we took away Central's power to do certain things, but this is a safety concern. And if you're trying to tell me that 469 stripped away your power to manage safety, I would disagree and I would argue.